Are we seeing a widespread adoption? Are we moving fast enough? Do we see companies embracing circular economies and reducing their emissions enough?
Yes, I would extrapolate from that. Um, I think the primary impediment today is actually at the regulatory and policy level, where we, I think one of the things we see a lot in the EU and a lot in the United States, or particularly within progressive communities, that we're in many ways kind of holding our breath, waiting for the perfect solution. And the fact of the matter is that electrification alone is not going to help us decarbonize at the rate that we need to decarbonize. And waiting for renewables exclusively to do the decarbonization lift that we need to start delivering today is really going to shoot us collectively in the foot. That we need to decarbonize faster. And the only way to decarbonize at scale is to really take an all of the above approach to reducing our emissions. So it is, as Angelica mentioned at the top of the call, about more responsible consumer behavior and mechanisms to encourage recycling. It's about direct air capture. It's about renewables. It's about energy storage. Um, and I mean, the fact of the matter is, in the United States, we use more energy during peak heat than we do during peak electricity demand. And to suggest that we can decarbonize heat and decarbonize peak heat by switching over to renewables is a fallacy, and particularly in the near term. And it's not because I don't advocate for that switch over, like we have to get there, but it is so far out that we have to aggressively go after reducing emissions associated with the hydrocarbons that we use for us to have any chance of decarbonizing at scale. So really one of the major impediments is the fact that a lot of the government incentive programs in the EU and the United States and kind of state level, for example, in California, are really laser focused on renewables exclusively rather than pushing for wholesale decarbonization in industrial and commercial operations by any means necessary. And that's really the approach that has to be more widely accepted and incentivized is we have to aggressively reduce emissions and not wait around for renewables to be the vehicle by which we reduce emissions.